Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Manchester United have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
It's a pretty loose pass. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well,
and Batistuta! Oh, split-second reaction.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Como with the corner, there first. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options for movement. Kaka. Now it's Batistuta. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! And he has kept it out somehow.
Son Heung-min clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Como have their second corner now. Chance! Como are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Khan getting this one clear. Some really good ball movement. And Batistuta! Goal! Manchester United! And we have liftoff! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So, a breakthrough already. He's picked his way through. And it's Makalele. Threads one in. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Nuno Mendes.
Como really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Como do have a chance to counter here. Drogba was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Son Heung-min, Batistuta. Messi.
Manchester United definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Beckham making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's rather hopeful. Beckham to take it as usual. Cleared without hesitation. Takes the shot! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Makalele. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Oh, this is a great position. Makalele. Aimed beyond the defence. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's McAllister.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Kaká. Looking to play him in.
Como certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Makaleli. And it's Son Heung-min. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Batistuta. Cafu. Beckenbauer. And it's Makaleli. Well, that has not gone well. Kaká can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, easy pickings there. Makaleli cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
There will be one
Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cross to the back post. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Hello, attendees.
Como
This is
trailing
Lost
by the
Children's
tightest of
announcement.
margins at
With the
half-time.
father of a boy in a
It's
blue
been a
hat
pretty
hardly
tepid
make his
display.
way to the
They'll want to
information
use this
centre.
break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Drogba! Oh, it's a stunning goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Como have the chance to go the other way. Oh, no joy this time. Adams. Drogba. Now Kaká. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Pass is just off target.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Ruben Neves, the man with the tools to make a difference. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United leading now.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get...
A header! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move, and Read it perfectly.
Manchester United now in a position far more desirable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining one.
It's Drogba! Played with speed from back to front. And here's Batistuta. Adams cuts it out. Kaka.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tries to pass it through. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. McAllister played out towards the right wing. And he cuts out the supply. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's a shade optimistic. Beckenbauer. Now it's Drogba.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Batistuta. And this is Drogba. Batistuta. Oh, he had to make that, and tries a shot! Son Heung-min. Makalele. McAllister. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Drogba. Nicely spread. He's found a way through. Beckham. Oh, this looks sharp. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nesta gets across to intercept that. This is a promising build-up. McAllister. Space for him to turn and look. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Kaká. Number 10, Messi.
And it's been
Coming
taken
on the
short.
field, number 8, De
Ball
Bruyne.
swung in. Getting up
Number
there!
4, Pulisic.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Drogba actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, that's well seen too. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Ruben Neves, well seen. And that's that. Como perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does